Today on the channel, from the Marvel Legends Supervillains wave, we've got Dr. Doom. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today we continue going through the Supervillains wave with Dr. Doom. But remember, for all your Marvel Legends needs and a whole lot more, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. Support the channel. Tell them Kyle sent you. There you go. That's all you got to do. Anyways, Dr. Doom, one of the most historic villains in the Marvel Universe. If you ask the average comic book guy out there, name the top 5 big baddies of the Marvel Universe, most likely Dr. Doom is going to be in the top 5 of most of those people you ask, myself included. I did read a lot of Fantastic Four as a kid. I remember what really got me into the Fantastic Four was when there was the new Fantastic Four, and it was what, Grey Hulk, Wolverine, Ghost Rider. Who am I missing? Ghost Rider, Grey Hulk, Wolverine. Oh, there's one more. Anyways, you know what I mean. But that was when I was really into it, and I thought that was the coolest thing. And then it got me reading Fantastic Four, going back, reading some of the older issues. Long story short, Dr. Doom was a big deal in the Fantastic Four and a big deal in the whole Marvel Universe. So when you think of a supervillain wave, you're thinking the baddest of the bad. And like I said, Dr. Doom is a part of that. However, we've got the traditional Dr. Dooms over the last 2 years. We got one on a vintage style card, and we got a regular one in the Fantastic Four wave about a year and a half ago. It seems like just yesterday, but a year and a half ago. So this Dr. Doom is totally different, and this is a Dr. Doom I am absolutely not familiar with at all. I'm going to tell you right off the gate. I guess Battle World Dr. Doom, totally different than his green normal costume. He's got like a midriff showing here. He's got, looks like he's the cousin of Colossus or something. Just looks a little different. This just isn't my Dr. Doom. This isn't what I know, but I do like the looks of this character, so I'm going to talk about it. We'll do like we normally do it, as I usually say. We're going to take a look at the packaging, talk about it, unbox it, talk about it, see where it goes from there. So let's look at the packaging first. I love the supervillain logo down here. I just love the font. I love everything about it. I love the purple background color here, and I love that crazy green color. I keep thinking, is it 70s, 60s, 80s? It's timeless. That's what it is, that timeless green color. You can see in the package Dr. Doom there. He does come with a skull and spine. How heavy metal is that? How dark is that? I mean, I was giving a lot of grief to the MCU line because they wouldn't put guns in with anybody. But this one, they're going all in. They said, you know what? Let's put the head and the spine in the package. Sign me up all day, Marvel Legends team. That's a great idea. I'm cool with that. Extra sets of hands. We got 3 hands. That's interesting. Why not 4? We just got 3 hands. I'm not going to complain that too hard. I think we have enough hands. I appreciate the hands, but we talk about it a lot of times. It gets a little handsy sometimes. We get too many hands on things. That's the way I see it. He does seem to have a pistol. I was going to say I don't think he has a weapon, but it looks like he has that holster like we saw in the traditional Dr. Dooms. I'm sure it's the same gun. We'll have to check that out. But that's the front. You got the Marvel Legends logo, of course, and the Zimnu. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing it. Build-A-Figure. There's old Dr. Doom, the old good doctor, dressed in white. You almost think this is like superhero Dr. Doom. He's a good guy. He's dressed in white. He's turned a page, and now he's a good guy, but apparently not. Not with the severed spine and skull in there. There you go. Nothing on the top. No, yeah, nothing on the top. Warnings. And then you got the back. You got the whole wave down at the bottom. Bunch of warnings at the bottom. You got the glamour shot up top. Marvel Legends way up top. And then we got a little blurb. Maybe we're going to learn a little something about this Dr. Doom. As like I said, I don't know a whole lot about this one. It flew over and under me, that's for sure. From the wreckage of colliding universes. Nothing worse than when universes collide. I just can't imagine. Dr. Doom emerges as the supreme ruler of a new domain known as Battle World. Don't know much, doesn't really tell me a whole lot, and I don't really know a lot going in, so this one's just kind of is what it is. I don't know what's going on here, but I like the design, I like the looks of it, so there you go. Alright, let's see what's doing here. Let's see what's going on with the good doctor. Got that green background we talked about. I like it. I love it. See you later, I want some more of it. Alright, how about a little plastic prison? I don't see any issues here. You know, this white is always easy to scuff up too, so that's always a watch out. But there's the old plastic prison. See everything we talked about there. Very cool. Let's start popping him out. It's getting down to the bottom of it. Let's get all this stuff out of here. Let's see what all the fuss is about, as one might say. Pull him out. Cape through. See you later, plastic. All right, let's look at these hands. We got 2 magical, whimsical hands on him right now, but then he does come with 1 fist because he's going to rule with that iron fist. You guys know how it goes. It looks like he's got a trigger finger, so he's ready to shoot his gun with that 1 hand, of course, and then just an open hand. So, to me, that open hand is to hold this skull. Oh my, next level. I love it. So look at this. This jaw opens. It's mobile. It's movable. That is a pretty neat feature. They didn't have to put that in there. I think I remember them saying this is supposed to represent Thanos. Is that correct? I don't know the story, but I think he killed Thanos. This looks very cool, though. I love how they have 1 tooth missing on this thing. I mean, it's grimy, it's dirty like a skeleton. The head does not move, but the jaw being on a hinge is pretty next level. You can have it screaming like this is how he met his death. You can have it closed. Got a tooth missing. Very cool. Very dark, menacing accessory for a kid's toy, that's for sure, but I love it. I'm glad they got something like this through. I think this is really cool. You can never have too many skeletons. You could use this with your Mortal Kombat figures. You could use this in other lines if you're adventurous and you got a good enough imagination. So that's the accessories there. I want to make sure he does have a gun. I'm pretty sure he does. He does have his gun. It is that silver one that we saw, it looks like. Yep, it's the traditional Dr. Doom gun. Not really familiar with my guns. Is this a Luger? Is this a Luger? A Lex Luger gun? I think it might be, but that's pretty cool. So that is what that hand is for with the trigger finger. So you can put that. I love that you can store that on here. Didn't think he was going to come with a weapon, but hey, here we are. Here we are. It's 2021. Dr. Doom in Battle World. He has a weapon. He's ready to go. Besides that, I might as well pull it out right now. Here's the retro Dr. Doom. This is, when you think Dr. Doom, this is obviously what you think of. I got him reading a good book. He's got a little power in one hand. That's how I have him displayed on my Fantastic Four display. But I always like this Dr. Doom. I was going to pass on this one because the other one is very similar. This one's more kind of comic, cartoon, Marvel Action Hour accurate. It's got that lighter green, and I saw it in person. You guys know I say, oh, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. And then I see it in person. I'm like, oh, I have to get this. I have to get it. And I believe I got that at GameStop really cheap, so I felt a little bit better. Really cheap being like $19.99 with a $5 coupon. I felt really good about my purchase when I did that. I didn't pay full retail. It's like the mind of a collector. How do you convince yourself that you got a deal? You always got to get a deal, and most of the time you do, but sometimes you got to convince yourself you really got a deal. And I feel like I got a deal there. But a lot of reuse, as you can imagine. A lot of reuse from this one. You can see many similarities, all the way to the gun and everything else. Even the belt is the same. Obviously, it's black on this new one, brown on this one with gold trim. It's got silver trim here. Everything is pretty much very similar here. But you do get a new head. I do enjoy that. They give us a brand new head. I don't think everything's removable, but it's one you don't want to remove. But at least we got a different face. They could have very easily reused this face, and a lot of people would still buy this, including me. But it is different. It is different enough. It's a lot of reuse, but then adding the white, adding the different head, giving us the spine, giving us a couple extra hands. You know what? It feels like a new figure. Very tight joints on this one as well. Beautiful white cape. Very Moon Knight-esque cape here. Like I said, you can easily get this thing scuffed up. So if you're a kid and you're a player, I could see this one having black smudges all over it. But this guy should pose out pretty cool on a shelf. I'm not sure if I use the mystical hands with him, or do you use the gun shooting, in the air? You definitely got to use the spine. I mean, there's no way you don't use this. I mean, why would you not? This thing is next level. You got to use that. But I like this one. Does he have double jointed knees? He does, of course. That's seeming to be the standard nowadays, is the old double jointed. And same with the elbows. I don't believe this one does have that, does it? Yeah, it does. I guess I was just thinking differently. I don't know. But he's double jointed as well. So you got the double jointed knees and elbows. You got the waist swivel. I mean, I don't really need to go into the articulation. I think enough people do that, and most of the time they're all the same. So I feel like, why do I need to tell everybody what they already know? But you got a good articulation here. A little looseness in this left arm. Not terrible, but looser than most Marvel Legends out of the package. And for not knowing anything about the character, it sounds like he's still a bad dude. It sounds like he's not against using some lethal force, pulling somebody's head and skull and spine out, like something out of Mortal Kombat we would see. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? That's always a good question. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. best stands in the game, and he fits like a glove, of course. So there he is. He fits on the ringside collectible stand. I gotta say, though, if you're only buying one Dr. Doom, if you're one of those peckers and choosers and hunters and gatherers out there, you're probably only saying, you know, I just need one Dr. Doom in my collection. Well, I think there's no doubt in most people's mind which one you're going to get. If you're only going to have one Dr. Doom in your collection, you're definitely getting the classic one. There's no way around that. Most people probably aren't really as aware of this one as this one. You know, I think you look at this one in white and you say, oh yeah, it's Dr. Doom, but why is he in white? I think that's what most people are probably saying. Outside of the hardcore comic book legions of fans out there, I just don't have time to read them all. That's the problem. But so I think if you're only picking one, you're getting the green one. But if you're a completist, you're a hardcore Fantastic Four fan, you just love cool figures, you're picking this one up too. And it's, you know, hitting stores right now. Of course, Big Bad Toy Store, like I said. So a very, very solid one. I like this Doom. I like it pretty much as I expected I would. It didn't really totally bowl me over, but it didn't underwhelm me either. It was basically as expected, and that is Dr. Doom. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this Marvel Legends Supervillains Wave unboxing. Make sure you leave your comments below. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And while you're here, make sure you follow me on social media on Twitter at SirPaul64. Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and of course, Pro Wrestling Tees. Search Kyle Peterson, get your very own Kyle Peterson t-shirt. So there you go, for the whole Marvel Legends team and crew. I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.